Welcome, I'm Tracy from Grizzlie Knits, and this is my third episode. Thank you so much for coming. If you're new, I hope you enjoy what you see, and if you're returning, thank you so much. I love the comments that I've been getting and the feedback, and it really means a lot to me. We have a giveaway today. I'm so excited. I'm going to tell you more about that at the end of the podcast, so make sure you stick around. What am I wearing? Yay! Finished object. What am I wearing? This is the driftwood cowl, and you've seen it in the past 2 episodes, and now it's all done. Let me show you. By Lisa Match. It was really nice to knit. It did take a little bit of concentration, I think, just because of the different color work that we have going, but the yarn was just incredible. This is from Pearl Soho. It's a cashmere merino blend in their pumpernickel, which, oh, so soft. And then the little trees are just some Knit Picks City Tweed DK in snowshoe. So, yes, so we did that this week, so that was good. And what else do I have? Last week I showed some of my Hookaholic yarn that I make my baby layers in. And I got 2 made up. This is in their blush color. Really soft. And this I just love. This is their rainbow. Their pastel rainbow. So these aren't baby blankets for those of you who think they look a little bit small to be a baby blanket. These are baby layers. So when a photographer takes a picture, they want to add warmth and texture to their picture, they will use this somewhere in the photograph. So these were done, and I have more finished products. It's been a very busy, productive week. Last week I talked about Wasted Yarn. It's a new company that make hand-dyed acrylic yarn. I hope you've checked her out. She was sweet enough to send me some yarn for feedback and review. Such pretty colors. And I think last week I had a sleepy cat made. So I made another one, and this one's out of the white with a little bit of, you can kind of see the little lemon in it, which is really sweet. So I made those, and this pattern is by Beautiful You. You can find her on Etsy. She has great baby patterns. And then I took the pink with the different kind of pinks and oranges in it, and I made a little bonnet. So this pattern is by Lily B's Knit and Crochet Patterns. This is by my friend Catherine. She has a great website with all sorts of baby patterns on it, everything from hats. I just noticed she has a new wrap pattern out. I use quite a bit of her patterns. This one is her Piper bonnet pattern bundle. This one's a great one because it has all the same pattern in different weights of yarn. So something for everyone. And this is a worsted weight yarn. Anyway, Catherine has been so kind, and she would like to give all my viewers 15% off all her patterns to my viewers with the code Grizzlie. Thank you, Catherine. That's awesome. Okay, and what else do we have? This little cutie. This is a little romper for newborn. I made this out of one of my favorite yarns. This is the Melody Drops. It is incredibly soft. It has a beautiful halo to it, and you can see. It looks so good in pictures. This is a new blue. I don't remember them making this blue before, but it's really pretty. And the pattern for this is called the Baxter Romper. And it is by Sheep Can't Knit or Crochet. And I know she's on Etsy and she's on Ravelry. And she has, I think she has like 400 patterns of baby things. And they're great. I have quite a few of them. This one knit up very quickly and easy. Okay. Just need a sip of water. Alrighty. Now, let's get into some socks. So last week I started a sock. I was very unsure of my future as a sock knitter. I did remember that I tried socks a couple of years ago. And I remember I just like dove into it. I'm going to do two at a time. I'm going to do magic loop. and all these fancy things. And things went south. So I pulled them out to show you. So these were the first pair. Okay, I do have a small foot, so don't be like, oh, they're so small. But I do have a small foot, not this small. The heel, I think I did an afterthought heel, and the heel went like in the middle of my foot. And as you can see, like there's a ladder. So these, not my best work. And then I tried one more time. And the yarn's really pretty. I'm sad that I used it for this. But the heel, I don't know what happened. There's like this thing in the middle. That's really comfortable when you're walking around. And the cuff is like bigger than this part. That's not usually the biggest part of somebody's leg. Anyway, I gave up sock knitting. I thought, well, it's not for me. It's for everybody else apparently, but it's not for me. So I don't know why I tried again. Sorry, I'm just trying to find the answer to all the sock problems. Was in this. This is School of Sock by Summer.lee Designs in her I'm So Basic sock. This was a free download and it is so clear. It's crazy. Like she breaks it down sentence by sentence and you're like, oh, I get that. She has videos linked. I think I needed to go to one video for the gusset part. But other than that, she does it on Magic Loop. I did it on my DPNs and it worked out great. So we have a sock. I don't have my sock blocker. I did order some, but they're not here yet. I'm really happy with it. It fits great. I love how she does the heel. It's a slip stitch heel. And the hardest part for me was the Kitchener stitch. That is crazy. That's some crazy stuff. So I did it wrong. And then she links Pearl Soho, their video. I went on there and I screwed it up a few times. And it wasn't until I wrote it down, because it's got 4 parts to it. I wrote it down that it made sense to me. And then once I wrote it down, I'm like, oh, okay, I see the pattern. That's okay. And I did it. And it's a great way to finish a sock. I mean, it's not, my sock's not perfect. But it's okay. It's pretty good. I'm pretty happy. I'm really happy. So now we just have to do sock number 2. But I think I got the bug because you can pick, there's so many beautiful yarns and you can do such amazing things. And even if you do plain like this, it still looks really fancy and nice. Yeah. So hopefully next week you'll see sock number 2. That would be really nice. Okay, socks. All right, so last week I said I was in my dream knitting, I was going to start the Cloudberry Tea by Fiber Knits. Fiber Knits? I have to check that. I think it's Fiber Knits. No, that doesn't sound right. Fiber. Okay, I'll check and write it down. So I got the pattern, and it's nothing about the pattern. I just wasn't feeling it. It started off in a unique way, and I'm finding right now, I just didn't have the brain power to figure out a whole new way of making a sweater. I wanted something familiar, something I was like, oh yeah, I remember that. So I'm finding in this time right now, my brain, it needs to be challenged so that I can think of things and my mind doesn't wander to all the craziness going on. But there's a point, because I want to have that comfort of knitting, not like, oh, I don't get it and struggle and have that kind of stress. So as soon as that happens, put your knitting down. Like, it's just not worth it. Find something else to knit. This is supposed to be about comfort and joy and peace. So if you're struggling with something, maybe go back to it another time, but don't stress about it. So I put it down, but the yarn I had by Can of Yarns was just calling to me. I mean, it came in the mail. It's so pretty. I love it so much. I did not want to not knit with it. So I went online and I found, I love cardigans. So I thought, why don't I knit a cardigan? So I found by Oki Locatelli, Night Out. Which, if my friends are watching, they know I don't go out at night, so whatever. Anyway, it is a beautiful, simple cardigan, but as you can see, it's got just a little lace right here, which is kind of perfect. It's like straight knitting, a little bit of lace. So I cast it on yesterday. And I've gotten this far. Now, this was interesting because I was not good at wrap and turn. That is making short rows. I thought I couldn't do it, and I was, again, going to put this aside and say no. But then I thought, okay, you've got to learn this, because like most sweaters have short rows. And I was doing the German short row, which was good, but like, why can't I learn this? So I went to Purl Soho again, and they had an amazing video on the wrap and turn short rows. And I watched it, and it happened, people. You can see. And now they're done. Now I'm finished my short rows. And now we're going to go on and move on and make that beautiful sweater. So I'm happy that I stuck with something and learned it. But I haven't been on Purl Soho's website, and they have some really great tutorials there if you're looking for something to help you. So that was great. That's what I'm working on. My second sock I'm working on. And now we're at the giveaway. So my friend Haley from Ozetta, she's on Etsy. And she also has her own website, ozetta.knitwear.com. Everything she makes is gorgeous. Whether it be a pattern or her own knitting, her pictures are like works of art. She took a little bit of a break it must have been about a year, and we're all like, where is she? We miss her, because honestly, her pictures bring such peace and happiness. She's very special. Anyway, she is back in the game. She's designing, and she's also dyeing her own yarn, which looks amazing. And yesterday she put out, I'm going to say like a book, like it's substantial. It's called Harvest and Wool. This is the cover. I mean, you could frame that. Like, it's so beautiful. She works with all natural colors and just really gorgeous. I quickly bought this because it's from her and I knew it'd be amazing. It has a sock pattern in it, which I can't wait to try. I actually even have my yarn that I want to try. I got this yarn a while ago, and I don't know why I got it, but I love when you get something and then you can't remember why, and then now it's like you're going to use it. It's the Ultra Alpaca Barocco. I think I got it from the Knitter's Loft here in Toronto. I made an order in the spring. I'm pretty sure I got it from them. Anyway, it's called, this color is called Nickel. It's really pretty. Anyway, I think it's going to look great for the sock pattern that Haley wrote. And Haley was so sweet that she would like to do a giveaway and give one of these books to one of my viewers. So I'm really excited, my first giveaway. I think how I'll do it is, if you would like to enter, to put a comment down below on something you love about fall. This book screams fall. I wanted to tell you a few things in it. So it has the sock pattern like I mentioned. It has pumpkin spice latte recipe in it. It's got Haley's playlist for autumn, which is amazing. I can't wait to listen to some of those. It's got a cookie recipe for autumn. It's just beautiful. And then pictures of her newest yarns. So it's like a little catalog. It's really gorgeous. So what do you love about fall? Fall is my favorite time of year. I think it's a lot of knitters' favorite time of year. I think it's the time when we kind of gravitate more towards our knitting and we feel really cozy and we're more indoors, and now more than ever. And, you know, the fire's starting and we're making those hot drinks and pulling out the knitting. And it's just like a beautiful time of year for knitters. Plus all the colors and the leaves where I am. I'm in Toronto. All the leaves are starting to change and we're having these beautiful red and orange backdrops to our windows, and it's just a really beautiful time. So tell me what you like about fall, and I'm going to pick a winner, and I'm going to announce the winner next week. If you can't wait to see if you won, go and buy this yourself. It is really great. So again, it's www.ozettaknitwear.com, but I'll write it down below. And if you'd like to wait, then you can see if you win. So that was really sweet of her. Anyway, I think I finished everything here. Thank you for joining me again. I really appreciate it. If you have any ideas for videos, please let me know down below. I'd love to, do things that you want to see. Somebody has suggested that they'd like to see the whole room, and I'd love to do that. I love my craft room, so I will definitely do a craft room tour. I like to do a stash tour of all the amazing yarns that I have behind me. That would be fun too. And anything else you could think of. So if you like this, please come back, subscribe, and I hope that I can keep on doing these. Thank you so much. Have a great week and a safe week.